too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. It's 101. Happy Monday, Nasties. How you doing? Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, of course, presented by Play Alberta. We're live from the William Huff Studios. It's Joaquin Gage, Zach Kubish, Hernan Salas with you as Benny Blanco has left us for the morning show now. He's hanging out over there, Joaquin. We got Reed and Jay.
Where's Trev?
Trev just left, actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's a little concerned, to say the least. Play Alberta, of course. Promo codes, 100 Casino, 100 Sports. All you have to do is deposit 20 or more, and you get a $100 free bet on sports or a $100 casino bonus. You can also enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 min bet. So that's the promos for May. Get on it. Sprinkle a little money there. Dusty always has all his bets up there. Play Alberta. Look on the left-hand side. It says Edmonton Sports Talk, and you can go from their fun show today. Of course, we're going to recap what we saw Saturday night. Joaquin, man, no shortage of things to talk about in that game. We're going to look ahead. It sounds like there's going to be some lineup changes for the Oilers. We'll get to all that. We'll hear from Kris Knoblauch. Hour 2, we'll do Inside the Numbers. We're going to do a little bit of Elks. Quick update from camp. I was there yesterday. I'll give you what I saw with the first teams and all that. And then one of their newest players, Grey Cup champion from the Argos, who's now with the Green and Gold, Royce Metchie from the Edmonton Elks. He's their starting safety. He'll join us at 2:40 for a quick conversation. So it's going to be a fun show. Hawk, how you doing, my man? I know you're super busy with the dance and all that. And how was your weekend?
It was good. Mother's Day weekend, right? So, did you say hi to your mom?
Yeah, I was with her yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
Lots of dance. 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the name of the competition.
Oh.
It was a solo competition. So, my daughter had the overall highest mark. So
Nice.
Good for her. And I think this is the last competition of the season coming up this weekend in Red Deer. So
Nice. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Mother's Day was good.
Phoned my mom. Went and grabbed a burger with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, my wife yesterday.
Nice.
And then my sister-in-law actually had a dance competition too.
Oh, yeah. So you guys are busy, eh?
Yeah. So it was the Alberta dance festival. So she actually did a tap routine with her group for people of a certain vintage, I guess you'd say. So went to watch that. So I'm pooped.
Yeah, I went to my sister's. We barbecued some shish kebabs, had some good food, a lot of appies and stuff. It was fun. It was a good time to get away. That it was so nice early, but like in the evening, the day kind of turned. Like we had to go inside. The wind picked up.
Oh.
Raining a little bit out there in Beaumont, so kind of put a damper on a what was a beautiful day. Coob, how you doing, man? How's mom?
I'm doing good. My mother's doing fantastic. We got some flowers over the weekend. Of course, it's time for people to start planting plants or whatever they do. Yeah. And she's into that big time. Like she put all of her flowers into the pot and stuff like that. That was kind of the Mother's Day gift. Picked up some KFC, I think, as well, and just left her alone. I think that's what my mom wanted, was for me to just,
leave her alone.
Leave her alone for some.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. She's like, can I relax? I'm like, yep. Okay, I'll leave. If that's your wish, easiest present that I can give. No,
so that's what we have to say? So she's got a green thumb is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. She
nice.
Planted all of her stuff. We got some dirt, or as people call soil and fertilizer and stuff like
really?
that. Yeah, we went.
So do you have to wheelbarrow that stuff all over the place for her, or she does it all?
She loves doing it all. I offered a hand. I said, "Hey, Mom, you want some help?" Nope, leave me alone. And I'm like, "Okay." Wow. She didn't say it like that. She's very, very kind, but
you can
she's
tell
like,
with her eyes. She says it with her eyes, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, well, enjoy. So it was a good Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there watching. And it was a good day. Good weekend.
Big Geek says What has less hair, Hernan's chin or Gager's head? This was a mistake. I had the wrong setting, and I started, and then I had to commit. Right, it wasn't the plan.
What did you sneeze?
No, I had the wrong setting.
Oh,
and it went shorter, and then it was like here.
Why didn't you just do the Fu Man? Chew then.
Yeah,
Big Trouble in Little China.
It'll grow quick. It will grow quick. What did I want to get to? Oh, hit us up, Nasty Chat. Nasty Chat. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscription. Hit the thumbs up. Send us a message. What are your thoughts with these Edmonton Oilers or any questions you want? Also, the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. We're going to get to some videos of some goals against the Oilers. Can you believe Dusty was trying to do it on the morning show?
Was he?
Does he not know highlights, lowlights is EST afternoons property?
That's when everyone comes to see the highlights,
of course.
lowlights,
of
right?
course. Who does he think he is, the boss?
No idea.
Before we get to the vids, initial thoughts on Saturday's game, which surprisingly it was 3-3 with 0.4 seconds left, and it all went to crap after that. Gage, what'd you think?
Terrible game.
Hey.
Yeah, it's so like I tried to call you, talk to you, but you wouldn't answer. And then I called Tommy, talked to him about it. It was pretty funny, but you just can't say anything nice about this team.
Not right now, no.
Well, not right now, but even before.
Okay.
Like, you know how they can't take a compliment, these guys.
They're very bad at compliments.
Oh my gosh, they're just awful. And so as soon as you say, oh my, they look so good after game one against the Knights, you're like, holy smokes. And then wasn't as good a game, but you knew the Knights were going to play better and they still eked out a victory. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they just seemed like a team that felt like they could do whatever they want. And they still almost came back and they gave themselves a chance to win, which is crazy.
Is this fair, though? Like, the Oilers, I thought, had a good 10 minutes to start. They were up 2-0.
13 minutes.
13 minutes. Exactly. Right up until the first goal that Vegas scored. Then the script flipped completely. It was all
90 seconds between two goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad.
And just again, getting back into those, and this is the kind of goaltending that Pickard was providing, is he was stopping the ones that he probably shouldn't stop. And they had to do something special to score. They weren't just, I mean, there was some bad turnovers and stuff, but that's always masked by good goaltending. But you saw just the mistakes that led to chances against, and they're so easily fixable.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And Draisaitl one of his worst games in a long time.
Look, yeah, we've talked about it. He's been great in playoffs for so long.
Yeah.
You're bound to have not a good performance, but that was ultimate stinker game.
Nerves bad. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's not many guys you can pick out of that lineup on Saturday night and say, well, I'm pretty content with what he did. Listen, I'll say this. And before everybody jumps all over me and chirps and all that, listen, Stuart Skinner needs to be better, okay? At his best since late January, he's been average. At his best, okay? That's not good enough. It's not, okay? But the vitriol he took on Saturday, Joaquin, I haven't seen that kind of anger towards an Oiler player probably since maybe Justin Schultz.
Really?
It was bad, man.
Well, he wasn't good.
No, fair enough. But there's that notion that it's always just him.
Oh.
And I think that's a little unfair. He's a part of it. Of course he is. When we said it on the postgame show, no one was happy with Skinner's game. But let's look at the guys on the ice, too, that play out, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of blame to go around here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Not making it easy on him. That's for sure.
So, like, do you think a guy like, listen, in this day and age, you can do your best to not read it and not see it. But it's in the world we live in with social media and everything's out there. Do you think it's getting to him a bit?
How does it not?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you turn everything off, you're going to hear it. You're going to feel it. He knows.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to look at Twitter or Facebook or read papers, whatever. He knows what's being said. He's done this. He doesn't know any different.
Yeah.
He needs to find some confidence. That's all. How do you do that?
win a game.
Make a save. First of all, make it even smaller, right? Just make that first save, cover it up. All right, I did that. And, we when we had Corey Hirsch on a few weeks ago, remember he said, just simplify. And then off to the next one. Because I know that he's not confident because you look at, it looks like at times he's got his skate guard still on, right? He's just, when Stuart Skinner's really good, he doesn't move around that much, right? He's just in the right spot. And you need your team to be playing a certain way, too, to play that style. But again, you look at Bobrovsky, like he looks completely dialed in. Like Matthews one-on-one makes a glove save standing up. Like who does that? That's a guy feeling it. And Skinner can get to that spot. But yeah, you just what I would tell Stu as his goalie coach, I go, look, you got to try to block out the outside noise as much as possible. And for all those people that are telling you that they want you out of town and not in that type of jersey, is there's the other side of them that wants nothing but the highest success for you. Because that means if you are having success, then that equates to the team having success, and probably you're playing quite well. So it's just a whole fan base of people wanting Stuart Skinner to play the best game they've ever seen him as an Oiler. And you just you got to kind of flip the script a little bit mentally like that to get you in that proper headspace heading into tonight's game.
It just seems when the first goal goes by him that it's a sense you get right away, and it's happened. It's the next one's coming quick. It's like he almost loses,
I'm like, oh, come on, stop it. And that's just maybe it's the goaltender in me. Maybe it's just the fan in me. Probably everyone's thinking that way. Oh, just stop this one. This one. And you get that feeling because I want him to do well.
Of course. I mean, if you're an Oilers fan, I get you being concerned and worried and thinking that he can't be the guy. That's fair. Okay, that's fair. But some people are just taking it overboard on Saturday. And that's all I'm saying. Listen, it's what would someone say on the nasty chat? It's time to put up or shut up. Sure. This guy's on a Stanley Cup contending team. He was the guy last year. We know he can do it. I mean, no one's making any more excuses for Stuart Skinner. I'm just saying the vitriol, I haven't seen it. And it might not even be Justin, because Justin Schultz took a lot of heat, but those teams were awful. Yeah. Right? So, I just haven't seen this kind of vitriol towards an Edmonton Oilers player in a very, very long time. And I'm old, and I've seen a lot of players take a lot of heat in this city, and I haven't seen anything like Stuart Skinner right now. And and it sounds like, Tom Gazzola reported that sounds like Pickett's out for the second round. So this is Pickett's net. And for the people asking for Rodrigue and all that, we got to be real here. Hey, listen, if he gets pulled, Rodrigue will see some minutes, but you're not going to him in the playoffs. This is Stuart Skinner's net.
Unless he goes in and lights it up and they win.
Maybe it's like you get yeah, sure. But it's a long shot.
And hope that thing doesn't turn into a pumpkin and that Cinderella slippers fits.
Because for sure, and that narrative that the team plays different in front of him doesn't try. I don't believe that. And I think his coach and his players believe in him.
Yeah, I think they do. Of course they do. They almost won last year with him. But yeah, if you're a fan and you're worried, don't look at it and cringe when the shot comes.
It's hard, though.
It's hard. I get it's hard, but go to the other side of that. It's cheer Stuart Skinner to make the save, and it might make you feel a little bit better throughout the game and not as nauseous.
We got tons more to come, but I want to show the third goal from Vegas Golden Knights first, Gage. Are you okay with that?
The third, yeah. I'm
okay, but once we get the telestrator up, it's up and running right now. You got to talk like Howie Meeker. Okay. So we're gonna stop it a few times here, and I just want to show this. So this cycle right here is happening because Leon Draisaitl turned the puck over. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So there you have it. The puck's coming out. I want to stop it right here. Wait, let's go a little further. Right here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Hanifin makes a heads-up play, doesn't take it back in his zone. He darts right up because he knows 3 guys are going off. Leon there should not be trying to go off. He's dead tired. I get it. And he thinks Hannafin's going to go back in his zone, but you're still at the blue line, Gage.
He's got to recognize that there's two of his line mates are already there too, right? They got off quick, and he was even. You could see he looked before he made that move towards the bench, like he was like, whatever, and I'll go. Yeah, terrible. That was a terrible play right there by Leon Draisaitl.
Okay, so he gets by here, and I know you wanted this picture of this gentleman right here.
I mean, look, this is typical Darnell Nurse right here. Trying to do a little bit too much. As you can see, he's going down into the extended lunge position with the stick on the ice, trying to intercept the pass. Just take care of what's under your control. Take Karlsson back to the net. Make sure nothing happens. Have the confidence in your goalie to make a save going left to right. Roll it.
Hey, did you like this goal on Skinner, though?
I hated this goal against Skinner because he's in good position and it squeaks through. This is one of those that you want to make the save. You can't have the puck going down above the pad and below the glove and get a good chunk of it. It's murder for a goaltender's confidence, and that's what Stuart Skinner has to get back in his game.
Okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it fully right now. Okay, shot comes around. 3 players take off.
He's right there. Look, stop it right there. Rewind. Can we rewind? Boom, stop. All right. Leon can see it. Leon can see that the puck is not going deep right there. All he has to do is just come up in that lane, force him to the outside a little bit. Instead, just tries to take off. And I mean, not even fast either. I know he's tired, but he sees it right there, and he makes the decision. No, I'm just going to go. Horrible decision making, because then it's you can angle Karlsson or he dumps it in.
But that's why I'm not so hard on Nurse Gager, because he's in panic mode because he's been left hung out to dry. It's just 2 of them back there. Is that fair?
No.
Okay. Okay. So here it is. It's a 4-on-2 pretty much. Boom, he gets beat. Now it's a 4-on-2 again. He's going for the pass. A weak goal on Skinner.
But you're just not doing anything.
Because he's trying to, he's... I don't even know.
I mean,
that's good, Coop.
He's looking at it like a 2-on-1, but he doesn't even realize it's kind of a 2-on-2 back. Just, you gotta... I just hate leaving your feet. Because then you're done. You're done right there. Yeah. If he stays on his feet, maybe, just maybe, he gets his stick back for a deflection of the pass back.
So what you're saying there is on a plate, Nurse, don't slide the other way.
What are you doing?
Just hold your ground.
Yeah. Hold your ground. If it pops back to that guy, you're in a position, maybe you block it, right? It's a bang play. But all you do there, if Karlsson does shoot the puck and there's a rebound, Nurse is out of there, and it's a 3-on-0 with a rebound chance. So it's a desperation play. I find it a weak play. It's an unconfident play to go down like that because you're just selling the farm.
Yeah. Now he's probably the line change was terrible, and that whole sequence started because Leon Draisaitl turned the puck over. I didn't like that goal on Skinner either, Joaquin. When I was watching it on Saturday, I was like, "Oh, come on, you got to stop!
You got to stop that!"
Yeah. All right, the next goal.
Oh my gosh!
Probably the most debated goal we've seen in recent memory. That's coming up next here as we'll look at the game-winning goal and the compounding errors made by the Edmonton Oilers. Plus, give you some lineup notes, and then we'll hear from Kris Knoblauch. And it's a fun show. Slam that thumbs up. Let's get to 150. And let's have some fun. Keep hitting us up on the good old Nasty Chat River Cree inbox. Of course, the River Cree inbox, the afternoon inbox, is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. More Oilers on the other side of the break. Here's our guy, Coop, Sports Update.
The Oilers are back in action tonight against the Golden Knights. In Game 4, Edmonton up 2-1 in the series. Stuart Skinner gets a start tonight for his second straight game. Calvin Pickard is out for the remainder of the series, according to EST's very own Tom Gazzola. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live on location at the Canadian Ice House. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas get you set for the action right here on EST. You can tune in when they go live at 6 o'clock. And the only other game has the Capitals and Hurricanes dropping the puck in Game 4. Carolina leading that one 2-1. And at the World Hockey Championship overseas, 2 games are live right now. Sweden leads 1-0 over Finland early in the second period. And Czechia has scored 2 quick ones against Denmark at the start of the second frame. In basketball, the Knicks and Celtics go toe-to-toe in Game 4. Boston down 2-1 before Minnesota hits the court in Golden State. The T-Wolves looking to go up 3-1 in the series. In the MLB sees tons of action. The Pirates meet the Mets. The Royals and Astros duke it out, while the Nationals have a date with the Braves, and the Jays are back in action tomorrow against the Rays. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at the capitalcarefoundation.net. More Oilers talk with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage next on EST. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Craving a late night snack? Hit the Banquet for our new late night happy hour. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. till close. Try favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or our Banquet burger and fries, all at happy hour prices. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Time out, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, welcome back to EST Afternoons, Edmonton Sports Talk. Play Alberta! With you sprinkling some money on a big Draisaitl game? Can't be any worse. A lot of people were asking if he was hurt because of how bad he played.
Yeah, I know.
So, I don't know.
Do you think he's hurt?
This is like 2 really bad games, though. Even though he scored the OT winner.
Yeah, but do you think he's hurt?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I do.
Okay.
Why don't you think he's hurt?
I don't know. I just don't. You usually see them kind of laboring or kind of, like the camera crews, they're pretty good at catching them kind of stretch something out or talking to the athletic therapist and all that. And none of that has been shown. So I don't think so. And he's always doing media after games. Usually guys that are hurt will go get treatment and won't be available for that. So that's why maybe.
So McDavid was out, right? He got hurt. And then Leon was playing for a bit, right?
Yeah, then he got hurt.
But Leon, he was fast. Like his first couple steps was blowing the doors off guys.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem to have that right now. I don't know.
Interesting. Hit us up, River Korean Buck, 780-218-9999, and the nasty chat as well. We're going to look at the winning goal here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and this one's going to be tough. Very tough to watch. I could not believe what I was watching that night. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, I'm going to stop it a couple times, okay? But I'm going to let it roll here, Gager. So, Carlson, I'm just going to stop it right here. It's 1-on-3. Seriously.
4, really.
4. 1-on-4. Let's call it 1-on-4. So, you got Kulak Nurse. That's McDavid on Carlson. And Draisaitl, I'm pretty sure that's Draisaitl just trailing there on that Scotiabank logo. Yeah. Okay? So let it roll here. Goes around here. Do you want to talk about anything but down here?
Well, first, it's a great play by Carlson, right? Let's get that out of the way. And there is a natural instinct to play the clock too, right? Everyone knows how much time's left. So they know it's like 4 seconds. It's behind the net. We're in pretty good shape. I think Kulak's got this guy. We should be all right, right?
Mm-hmm.
But saying that, how many times do we look at the heads of the Edmonton Oilers?
Yeah.
And there was a line change.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You have to shoulder check in these situations. One shoulder check in this situation and you're fine. But I mean, that puck, it's sexy and it draws you in.
Because a lot of people are saying Kulak should have tied him up, sure, but all Carlson does is throw it in front of the net.
He does what you would hate. Like if he did this with 10 minutes left, it would be awful. So the way it worked out would be fine, but you don't want guys just blindly passing out, but he's just going to try it. And I do believe he banks it. He puts it at an angle, like he doesn't fire straight out. It hits the side of the net, changes angle and goes out, right?
So Kulak takes his guy out a little late. Puck goes between Darnell Nurse and Connor McDavid. Okay?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to rewind it just a bit. Right here, Gager. Darnell Nurse, Connor McDavid, complete turnaround. Look at McDavid. He's not even looking. Darnell Nurse is on all fours.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand they think a shot's coming.
Yeah.
Right? They're reacting. Like, it's easy for us to sit here and be like, why are you doing that?
They know how much time's left.
Yeah.
It's even less time. Just try to block. Just don't let that puck get through.
Okay. Before we advance, Stuart Skinner said post-game, I was trying to get him wide to kill more time. You're the goalie expert here, Gage. What did you make of Stuart Skinner and how he played this? Because right here, he's pushing him wide because he thinks time's running out, which it was, right? Do you like that play? Was it the right play to do at that point?
First of all, it's not the most confident play. Okay?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of confidence right there in what he did.
Okay.
Because when you're confident, you're like, shoot it. I'm gonna stop this. And now I've changed his angle. Like doesn't have it straight on. He's at a bad place right there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to get it through me. So Skinner's playing the clock here as well.
Yeah.
Just knowing where the puck is, where my body is, where I am on the ice. Nothing that puck cannot get behind me. Great move too, like to give it the little hitch and go around. But right here, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
He has absolutely nothing, but it's an aggressive play when you don't really need to be that aggressive.
Okay. Because a lot of people are saying he should have stayed in his net. But if he stays in his net and he goes top cheddar, then we're complaining that he stays in his net.
I mean, it happened so fast.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's probably shooting it here. Instead, Stuart Skinner made him go wide because once it's Riley, right?
Yeah, Riley Smith.
Riley Smith looked up. He didn't see any net. So he tried to change the angle that he got, and he did his best he could. Like a great play by him again. I mean, he had nothing. That was going. I wonder if Karlsson could have put that in though.
Was that going wide?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. You look at the release point. Like the puck is behind the goal line. Really, that's almost, or it's on there. It's not even close.
So
right?
first 1-on-4, lost battle behind the goal line. Puck watching, fakes out 2 guys, puts it on net. That's a good point. No one's brought that up. Karlsson was right there too. But he probably runs out of time.
I think the time runs out at that point. I don't think there's any time left.
That's good, Coop.
But with one shoulder check, this is over. This is completely over. And
Bullish Bradley, WTF is Nurse doing?
well, it's
oh, people just I love it.
Yeah.
John Carlo, dude pulled himself. Let's see. Big Uke, man, there's so much wrong with that line. That goal, holy. Comedy of errors from Rip City.
But even Leon, I like those who was like Nurse and Connor going back is fine. Leon is on the board still when the puck's kind of going behind the net. You're taught as a kid, come back to the middle. You know, and sort things out from there. He should be in the high slot, looking back, being able to pick up Smith coming in too. So it's funny because I didn't mind Stuart Skinner's play on that. It was just I'm playing the clock. That was a perfect way to play the clock. But it's not the most confident play. I'll say that.
And it's a lucky break.
It is a lucky break. Because they did almost everything perfect.
I saw it. I saw Spec tweet out. Bill Ranford quote goes, "Now you want me to stop pucks that are going wide?"
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's completely accurate to what we saw. Because he comes out to challenge him. He's not because Riley Smith is trying to go around him at one point.
He wants to shoot it.
Yeah.
But then he looks up and sees there's nothing to, I'm just going to bury it in this guy.
Yeah.
So he knows he has a little bit more room and he tries to go around him to open up some space. Skinner makes a really good push to eliminate that. He can't cut back and go into the, wrap it. There's not enough time. So he just shoots it towards the net and hopes for the best. Or he probably was trying to pass it to Karlsson, to tell you the truth.
Yeah. Tiki Sparks, game-winning goal. I don't want to beat up on Dry because he's done a lot more good than bad for the Oilers. And clearly, you never want to not have this guy on your team. But holy moly, asking if he's hurt. Should he be asking if he's got a concussion? Why is he even so deep in front? Who is he covering? Why even get your stick there, and why not let it go? It just seems like a compounding event of mistakes that led to the worst possible outcome. I'm sure no one has thought of what could have been more than him. At least for Stu, you can't really blame him for the winner. If he had let in a softie to lose, they probably lose three more without Pickard. Great show, fellas. I mean, there's a lot of takes on how that Stuart Skinner played that.
No, that's the thing. I don't really have a problem with it because it wasn't going in the net. He made the shooter do something that he didn't want to do. Kind of that's what you want to do as a goaltender at certain points.
Riley Smith's probably looking to bank it off Draisaitl, or he's looking for Karlsson.
I don't think he's even trying to bank it. I think he's just
putting it in front of the net.
Saying, hope maybe this will go in.
Yeah.
Trying to go far post, but it wasn't. It might have hit the post. I don't know. It doesn't really show a really good angle of it.
I think someone must have froze. Oh, come on. I'm not going to. Darnell taking a lot of heat for his sliding. And a lot of that comes out of panic, though, right? They're outmanned. It's a 4-on-2 because of a horrible line change. I get it. He's got to play it better, but it's almost like this. Darnell Nurse has been doing this since he came into the league.
One of the big things on that goal, the third goal, Karlsson's goal, the first thing that went through my head when that happened was, man, does this team miss Matthias Ekholm?
Oh yeah.
Because what was it, like 2 minutes that the Knights were in the Oilers zone, and usually Matthias ends the cycle, ends the play, gets the puck out, and eliminates that whole chance, right? That's what he does.
Yeah.
And they were just running and running and running, and no one could do anything where all season long, even though I don't think Matthias Ekman was close by the end of the year, close to where he was, but he was injured, but he was still making those types of plays of ending the cycle in the defensive zone and getting the puck out. I just thought, God, they missed that guy.
Yeah. Oh, some good news today. Of course, he is skating. Sounds like late round 3, if the Oilers are there, he could make his potential return. So it's good news. Sounds like Coach Knoblauch, we'll hear from him, but nothing confirmed. But it sounds like Stetcher is going to come in for Emberson, Kapanen in for Arvidsson. Mark Stone was skating with the Eichel line. He's a game time as well, but he's going to play if he took first line rotations with Eichel. Gager, Stetcher for Emberson, sure. I mean, Emberson doesn't play much. The younger guy, you're putting in a veteran guy that's going to give it his all. Limited to what he can do, but it is what it is. They're still going to roll the top 5 guys more. Kapanen for Arvidsson is interesting. More speed maybe, but Kapanen doesn't do a lot for me. What are your thoughts on that move if it does happen?
If I'm grabbing Kapanen and saying you're dumping the puck in, that's what I'm saying. Too many times you see him try to do too much with the puck. Like, he's fast and he can come through the neutral zone, but a lot of times the play dies on his stick. Use that speed, chip it back in behind the D, go get the puck and start working it down low. Don't make things harder on yourself than they need to be, right? Don't need to make an extra move, try to triangle some guy.
Yeah, you're not McDavid.
No.
Dump it in, go in on the forecheck, create some chaos.
And if he's on that line, I mean, I like it because it'll be Frederick, Podkolzin, and Kapanen, right?
Let's look.
That's what they're looking like.
No, I guess it was a mishmash of line combos. This is what they started with. So the media saying take it with a grain of salt. Hyman with Connor McDavid, Perry, Nuge, Draisaitl, Janmark. I don't know about that. I know Janmark's playing great, but not in the top 6. Henrique with Connor Brown and Evander Kane. Podkolzin with Frederick and Kapanen. So you are correct.
I like that line. I like the size of it, but that's a line that gets in there and causes havoc, right?
It's Barry Kapanen on the nasty chat. Easy, Gord. I'm human too. Because Gord said Kapanen sucks. Did I say Kapanen? Sorry, Coop.
So Mark Stone's in? Was taken?
Yeah, he only played 6 minutes last game. So,
but he was taking pregame skate.
Yeah, he was with the Eichel line.
So
Kapanen in 57 games with the Oilers had 13 points. He was a minus 16. I don't know if this is the move to get this team going.
Did you think that Arvidsson was playing poor?
No, I think he's been around it, man.
Me too.
I'm surprised it's Arvidsson coming out. I'm also surprised it's Kapanen. Well, I shouldn't say I'm surprised because we all know Jeff Skinner's not a Knoblauch guy, okay? I think the reason Kapanen's drawing in, he's fast, and he can PK. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, that's it. There's nothing else. The problem with Skinner, he's not as fast as Kapanen, and he doesn't PK. That's it.
And scoring really hasn't been...
Like, Kapanen's not a goal scorer.
Yeah, but it hasn't been a huge issue with the Oilers. They've scored.
Oh, yeah. They're scoring 3, 4, 5 goals a game. I think they're fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I love the janitor, but when you play him in the top 6, I got a problem with that. Let's hope that these, I mean, he might start with him, Gager, and they might last 10 minutes.
Put him back in the boiler room where he belongs.
Rip City Step. Remember when Pods, Janmark, and Arvidsson were so good? We spent a whole day coming up with a name for them.
Hey, you got to change things up, though, right? Nothing was working last game. And even to the point where, when do you see Knoblauch put Connor and Leon on different lines to get them going? He went the reverse.
Flipped the script, man.
Yeah, he turned the reactor off.
Yeah. He said, screw this. I've had enough. I'm putting them on their separate lines and go win this game. And hey, if this is the craziest part, is that the Oilers have been so bad. They won one game and almost won another one.
I know.
Like, that's the crazy part here.
Yeah. Like, because the first game, Oilers looked great.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, all 20 guys were unbelievable. And then the next game, not so much. Relied on goaltending, but still, it was okay. Last game, not a lot. So I think it's like anything, man. It's a massive reset for these guys because they've won a lot. What was that 6 in a row they won?
Yeah, I mean they were going to lose a game, Gage.
Yeah, you're not gonna roll at that point. So 6 in a row, a very poor effort throughout. Not everyone, but subpar. And I think they're going to be a lot better. Though they have to be because that what you did, unfortunately, last game was give Vegas that belief, right? And all they're thinking of is get this thing tied up so we can go back home.
Ask me if I'm concerned.
Well, I know you're concerned, but you're acting like you're not.
I'm not. If the Oilers win tonight, it's
over.
It's over.
You already said it's over.
Yeah, but like because I can't see Vegas. How many games are left? 4? Well, technically, if necessary. I don't see Vegas winning 3 of the next 4. I don't.
All right.
I don't. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brew House. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with our app. Book your party now at the Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. More Oilers on the other side of the break. We'll hear from Kris Knoblauch, and I'll get to Brandon, Bad Andy, Hontorio Momes. Everybody texting into the River Cree inbox. 780-218-9999. Getting close to 100 thumbs up. Let's go. Let's get to 150 today for Game 4. See if the Oilers can bounce back after their first loss in a while. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons. Here's Coop, Sports Update.
According to EST's very own Tom Gazzola, Edmonton's Calvin Pickard is out for the remainder of the second round, which means Stuart Skinner starts in his second straight game tonight. In Game 4, the Oilers are up 2-1 on Vegas entering the game tonight. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, they preview the action as they go live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show from the Canadian Ice House at 6. Tune in only on EST. And after beating the Capitals 4-0 on Saturday, Carolina faces Washington for Game 4. The Hurricanes are up 2-1 in the series. And across the pond, Sweden holds Finland 2-0 in the second period, while Denmark trails Czechia 3-0 nearing the end of 40 minutes. And the NBA has 2 games. Boston and New York open up the night at 5:30 for Game 4. The Knicks in control 2-1 in the series. After that, the Warriors battle the T-Wolves. Golden State down 2-1. And with the Jays out of action today, the MLB has a boatload of other action. Boston visits Detroit, and the Angels challenge the Padres. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993, they're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. We have a brief intermission before the show rolls on here on EST. I'm Zachary Kubish, and that was your sports update.
EST Hangout.
If I had to put order of blame, the Leon tipping it in probably is the lowest. Sure. Because you see your net empty, you see the puck going towards the net. Your instinct is to try to knock that away. And he doesn't know that that's going wide. I have very little blame on Leon on that part of the play.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
It's 1:47. Welcome back to EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studio. Still to come, Royce Metchie from the Edmonton Elks. Get some updates from Elks as well. I was down there yesterday. Great to see a lot of people that I used to work with, some good buddies. Talked to some coaches, some players. Good vibes. It was a beautiful, beautiful morning too for practice. So stay tuned day 2 today as they roll on before their first preseason game against the Calgary Stampeders in a couple of weeks. So yeah, some good times inside the numbers coming up, and obviously we'll continue to preview Oilers Game 4.
Just a public service announcement. So I was walking the dog. When was that? I don't know. It was late Friday night, walking the dog through Terwilliger and went through kind of an open area. And I saw like this thing on the ground. It was blue, and I go, and it's an Oilers jersey. I go, oh,
yeah,
and it's a nice jersey, like all really nice. And so it was like 11 o'clock at night. So I picked it up because I didn't want it to get into the wrong hands. So if anyone knows of a family of someone that lost a jersey, let me know, because it's nice. And ever since I found this thing, the Oilers are 0-1. So
I lost a jersey. Their Gager. I could take that off your hands if you don't mind.
This is what I don't want to happen, Coop. This is I got to get it back to the original owner, not some freeloader.
Maybe they're upset and they just threw it.
They could have.
Yeah.
Is that the equivalent of throwing it on the ice?
Yeah. Maybe they were walking home from their buddy's place and they're like, screw this. I'm tired of Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, I felt bad because it's nice, man. It's a really nice jersey. So if you know anyone or hear anyone, let me know.
267 watching, only 80 thumbs up. Come on, let's get there. Let's get to some text on the River Cree inbox. Brandon from Windsor says, this might be a hot take, but outside of moments, McDavid and Dry have been bad. So many passes to the other team by Dry and McDavid's with the fumble after fumble of the puck. I know it's hard to criticize the best player in the world, but he skates into the zone 100 miles an hour and then loses the puck in the corner. It's very frustrating. Brandon, I don't think it's a hot take. I think both players need to be better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you're spot on with your assessment of the two top guys of the Oilers.
They need to, let me ask you, do you think they need to simplify the game a little bit more?
Yes.
Right.
Like the power play, man.
It's non-existent. But I just simple, so easy. Like you learn it when you first start playing hockey, entering the zone, moving the puck. Someone drives to the net. You draw the D-man with you, should open up a lane, sift the puck to the net, shoot for rebounds too. If there's nothing there, like, it just seems like they're making things so difficult on themselves. And what that does is it makes it very easy for a very good defensive core like the Vegas Golden Knights if you don't get these big, huge trees turning and looking for pucks. What happens with a shot to the net? Even if there's nothing else there, what does it do? It causes the D-men to turn and locate it. So they're taking their eyes off the players for a quick second. You're getting in different positions, going to the net. And look, the goals that have happened, a lot of them this playoffs, why are the reasons it's going in? It's hitting someone close to the net and changing directions. Like those are the types of playoff goals that we see. The one goal that I think Morgan Riley, it went off his gloves and went in. It was Marchand's goal, I believe. But it was the only reason that happened was because the other Florida player was going to the net and Riley was trying to box him out. Yeah. By having one of your players go in the offensive zone towards the net, it draws an opposing player to the net too, causing havoc, making it harder for goaltenders to find and locate the puck.
It creates a ruckus. Bad Andy says, a question I haven't heard is what is Knoblauch doing putting 29.97 on the ice with a minute left when it's tied? Haven't seen this movie before this playoffs.
Were they tired at that point?
Yeah, well, they almost played the last 4 minutes of the game. It's the same thing that happened in that LA game when they cost them a goal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have enough guys here that can.
You got to read the tea leaves too, a little bit, right? I think because it's not like things were really going well for them. Like they weren't getting tons of great chances, were they?
No.
So why not just regroup?
Get ready for
overtime. Put out guys that are.
You still have Nuge, Hyman, Kane. Like you have other options. But he just rides these guys. And I get he's going for the kill shot, but it's cost you twice these playoffs because you're playing tired guys. It was 1 against 4 entering the zone with 6 seconds left. 1 against 4 and they got scored on. This one, No Name, says, you boys better cancel your Oilers to win bets tonight. Going back to the regular season, they stunk on Monday night games. I believe they were 0-5 on Monday prime games. I know this isn't prime, but they lost game 1 to the Kings on a Monday. It's the Monday curse. Just saying, Jimmy. Ooh, I didn't know that. Jimmy bringing the facts.
Wow. So you're telling me they're due on Monday, Jimmy. Thanks. Play Alberta, here I come.
Ontario Mom says, you guys are missing the boat on this. Knoblauch should have learned by now you cannot have the group of 5 out on the ice with 30 seconds left. 97 and 29 always get confused at who's playing center. Don't even get me started on Nurse breaststroking on frozen water, and Skinner lost his net. But with 1 minute left, KK now for the second time has gone for the win instead of playing for overtime. Yeah, it's like this conversation was meant to happen. Yeah. Well, that's well said. I mean, I can't complain about that. This one, No Name as well, says, boys, please correct me if I'm wrong about this. It is friggin' ridiculous that Twitter blew up all over Skinner when the line change on the third goal was possibly one of the worst I have ever seen. It's true, though. That was a bad... And they knew what was happening. Draisaitl saw it happen. And he still said, I'm going off.
At the top of the circles, he knew his other line mates were way ahead of him. Yeah, man.
It's crazy. Zachary... Do we have Kris Knoblauch?
Well, I thought you were about to read a text in the nasty chat. Not even my mother calls me Zachary.
I call you Zachary.
Well, that's your name.
From time to time, I guess it's my name.
That's your name, brah.
I should have it here. Yes, I do.
Okay, we'll run about 2-3 minutes because he talks about what's going to happen line change wise and what they need to do to be better. And I think me and Gage have said pretty much with Knoblauch, we should be assistant coaches. I don't want to get slapped by Knob, though. Right?
No. But it's only after it wins, so it's okay.
Yeah. Here's Kris Knoblauch meeting with the media earlier today.
Game time decisions, but there'll probably be a little switches.
Is that just kind of keep people out of pressure?
I think we have got guys who aren't playing right now that have a lot to offer. Whether we need a little more speed, physicality, defensive responsibilities, or offense, whatever it is, I think we've got some guys that haven't been playing that can come in and give us a little boost. And we'll be making 1, maybe 2 changes, and hopefully that'll give our team a boost.
They've kind of dictated the last couple. They've had some good
good moments here in the last couple of games. You guys obviously swing that a little bit. Just a thought on trying to maybe establish your game earlier, because I think it's fair to say the last couple of games, Vegas has played pretty well.
Yeah, when starts are very important. You know, I don't think we can establish our play quickly as well as we did last game. We had a 2-0 lead, a lot of offensive zone play. You know, I liked our start. Just unfortunately, some mistakes got into our game and changed the momentum of the game. So we need to it's a playoff game. You're playing against good teams at this time of the year, and it's important that we stick with the plan for a full 60 minutes.
You know the numbers, they're the best team off the rush in the league. How important is it, and I know you brought it up with your group, but just to not fuel their transition game?
Yeah, no, it's important. And their D are aggressive. They don't allow entry easily. They don't back off, so that creates a little less room, and you're confronted a little bit quicker. So it's important that, you know, if you're not carrying that puck in, you're depositing somewhere where we can recover it, making it difficult. And, you know, even if you don't recover that puck, you're making it harder for them to transition, get it back out, and you just have to play the game. And it's almost it's monotonous, it's tiring, but it's important to play that style of hockey against good defensive teams. And right now there's 8 teams left, and there's not a bad defensive team left. So it's just, that's the way the game is right now.
We talked to Leon after the last game, and I mean, he wasn't super thrilled about the way it went, not just the end but the night overall. And your experience with him coming off a game that maybe he's personally not happy with, what do you generally get out of him in those situations? And could we see him driving his own line at center?
Leon's, I don't know, very rarely do I see him have an off game, whether it's back-to-back or 2 in a 15-game stretch. You know, usually he's been really consistent and drives the play. And so I know Leon was maybe a little frustrated with his game the other night, but you know, you look at his season this year, and I don't know how many nights that he hasn't been spectacular. You know, he's played, I don't know, about 90 games. I guess he hasn't played all those. He was out with an injury for a while, but I don't know, very rarely could I not say Leon Draisaitl was one of the best players on the ice. And yeah, no, Leon's a very important piece of our team. Obviously, Leon and Connor, when they're going well, we're in a much better position to win. And there'll be times during the game, like there always is, that he'll be on his own line, and there'll be some with he's playing with Connor.
That was Kris Knoblauch meeting with the media earlier today ahead of Game 4. They're still up in the series. I mean, after Saturday, you would have thought the Oilers were down 3-0 in the series. It's still 2-1. They win today. It's, yeah, they're in a fantastic spot to move on to the third round. So, yeah, we'll see what happens down tonight. Again, if you missed it, sounds like Kapanen in for Arvidsson.
Yeah.
Stetcher in for Emberson. Stuart Skinner gets the start. Well, sounds like Calvin Pickard's out for the series. Ekholm back skating, but still a ways away. And sounds like Mark Stone will play as well. All right. That does it for hour 1. Tons of Oilers content. As you can imagine, we'll continue it with Inside the Numbers. We'll also touch on some Elks, and we'll look at the other series. There's some fantastic games over the weekend as well. It's race week as they're in Italy. It's going to be great. Colapinto's on the F1 Fantasy. He's very cheap. Put him on your team. He's going to do well.
Have you looked already? Have you looked?
4.5 million.
Ooh, things are changing.
Great race in Indy. Alex Palou is just a machine. He won again. It's his 4th win out of 5 races this season. He's just a machine. Really fun race. And then I'm going to share, I started watching a series. I want to get your feedback on that as well. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Hammer that thumbs up. Hit subscribe as we want to get, we want to jack 12.1. We want to get to one day closer to 20, right, Gager?
I think so.
And we can't do that without you. So hit us up there, River Korean Box as well, 780-218-9999. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Friday and Saturday, May 9th and 10th, it's the Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway. Alberta's best sprint car drivers face off against the American Rocky Mountain Sprint Cars in a methanol-burning, dirt-slinging border battle. Also in action are the modifieds, late models, mini stocks, and hobby stocks, making it a full weekend of family fun racing. The Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at Edmonton International Airport. Get your tickets and info at radraceway.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
It's Game 4 Oilers Golden Knights from Edmonton. Stuart Skinner gets the start for the Oilers as Calvin Pickard is set to miss the remainder of the second round, according to EST's very own Tom Gazzola. And you can join Gazzola live on location at the Canadian Ice House as he goes live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show alongside Hernan Salas. Tune in right here on EST with coverage starting at 6 o'clock. And from Europe, Czechia holds Denmark 4-1 entering the third period, and Sweden is underway with Finland. They have a 2-goal lead with 20 minutes to go. Canada having puck drop tomorrow against France. And in Carolina, the Caps and Canes go head-to-head for Game 4 of their series. Washington looking to tie it up at 2 apiece. On the court, Golden State hosts Minnesota in Game 4. T-Wolves up 2-1 in the series with Boston and New York kicking things off at 5:30 with Boston down 2-1. And MLB action has the Cards and Phillies meeting. The Marlins taking on the Cubs while the Rockies battle the Rangers. Tomorrow, it's the Jays back in action with their series opener against the Rays. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons, Hour 2 here. Joaquin Gage, Zach Kubish, Hernan Salas with you. Reminder, 3 o'clock, Reed Wilkins and Jay Milne will take you up until 6. Then it's the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live from the Ice House from 6 to 7:30. And then it's game time, and then it's post-game time. So, busy Monday here on EST for sure. It's going to be an interesting game, as it always is when the Oilers are coming off a loss. We'll see if they can bounce back. They haven't played well last couple of games. Like always, hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. And hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. Let me check if we're at 100, Joaquin. Let me check. 99. Ooh. That's some good luck right there. We're 51 away from our goal of 150, so let's get there. We got 256 watching. We should be able to get there. No problemo. Before we get to inside the numbers, Joaquin, Florida fights their way back to the series with an impressive win yesterday. Domi with some late game chaos for sure. Nothing coming from it. And Dallas on a controversial goal beats the
what do
Winnipeg
you
Jets.
think about that?
Well, the rule says you can't kick the puck off one of your players or the opponent and go in the net. That's what the rule book says.
But it was a double hit by...
I don't know if it was double hit because who was the player? I can't remember. Oh, it was Petrovic.
But Hellebuck hit it twice, I think.
Maybe that's what they saw, and they said, he double hit it, and that's why he counted. But by the rules, it technically shouldn't count.
But I mean, but I think there's a double hit rule, is there not? That's what I heard. Maybe there isn't. But I was just, it would be like, so you kick the puck and a guy picks it up and shoots it in his own net. It's a goal.
Yeah, because so it was kicked and then it swipes off his stick, right? And into the net. That's what happened. And that was the 3-2 goal. No,
he kicked it, but it was parallel to it wasn't going like into the net when he kicked it.
It almost looked like a pass.
Yeah, he tried to pass it.
Yeah.
So I had no problem with it.
Okay. No, that's fine. They took 8 minutes to review it.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like when he kicked it, it wasn't going into the net, right?
Yeah.
Like so
you're saying since it wasn't directly going into the net, it's not technically a shot on net or a kick to the net, right? Like he's just trying to pass it because you can pass the puck with
whatever. You can try to put it to the front of the net by kicking it, right? But I think
the Winnipeg post game shows were not happy.
Probably not happy with me either.
Our buddy Drew Mendel, he started off the show. He didn't even welcome anybody.
Oh, really?
He went right into a rant.
Oh, that's good.
I was watching it last night. They were not happy. Huss was there in person, 5-2 loss. And then Carolina keeps impressing. They're up 2-1 on Washington. We'll see what happens in that series if Washington can kind of come back here and a series that no one's talking about, let's be honest. Not a lot of eyes on it, but Game 4 goes there at 5 o'clock today. Of course, Oilers Vegas 7:30. We'll see if the Oilers can bounce back. I'm anticipating they will. I mean, they've been really bad for the last couple of games. I can't see them playing another bad. But you know what's interesting, Gager? Every time they start well, they blow the lead. They did it against LA in Game 3. They did it in Game 6. Well, they ended up winning the game anyway. But it's so hit and miss with the Oilers because when they're down, it's like boom, something just switches, and they play really good and inspired. When they take the lead, it's like almost like something bad's coming. So it's like, do we want him to start being down a goal or two? Do you want him starting up with a 2-0 lead? Like seriously, what do you want from this team? Because that's how they are, man.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer because normally I would say, well, they need to get off to a good start tonight.
But they did last game.
I know they did, and then it all went right in the pooper.
I prefer them. I'll be honest, and this might sound crazy. I almost prefer them playing down a goal or two.
Really?
Yeah, because they tighten it up defensively. They start getting in on the forecheck, going to the net. They don't pass up shots. It's like something clicks and they're like, hey, we're down. We got to start playing now. When they're up, it's almost like that fat and sassy stuff. Oh, we're up 2-0. We're good. And then in 54 seconds, you're tied at 2. You know what I mean? Like it's so bizarre with this team. I don't know what kind of start I want to see from them today. I truly don't.
No, I feel you, buddy. I feel you. I would like to see them close one out though. Like look like the like the Knights seemed after they scored the third one. They had a pretty tight noose on the Oilers offense. Like they didn't even have a shot for like the first. So I'd like to see them play that type of game and be able to counterattack and get some chances that way. Because that's what it looked like against the Kings a little bit. They got so confident with their defensive play, and they generated a lot of offense over that.
Yeah. But let us know on the nasty chat and on the River Cree inbox. Like, seriously, well, what kind of start do you want from the Oilers tonight? Because for me, they're always better when they're trailing, when their backs up are against the wall.
Yeah,
like that's when they're at their best. When they get all feeling good about themselves, it's never good for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, fat and sassy, not good.
Not good. Let's get to Inside the Numbers, brought to you by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with all new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instant, and of course, sports betting. New players can get started with a $100 casino bonus by depositing $20 with promo code 100casino or a $100 free bet using 100 Sports. Play smart, play local, and don't forget to use your game sense. So there was one bright spot on Saturday, Joaquin.
What was it?
Corey Perry.
Oh my gosh.
Like the panel was glowing, just glowing reviews. The TNT panel, glowing reviews. And BX has said it. He goes, "Hey, listen, that's my buddy. I played with him."
Yeah.
He goes, "He doesn't have a good shot." He said it in the intermission. He goes, "But why is he so successful? Because he knows where to go."
Yeah.
He reads the play so damn well. So this is Old Man Perry edition stats. Oldest North American player to score 2 goals in a playoff period. He became the oldest player to score 2 goals in a playoff game since Mark Recchi in 2011. And he's also the oldest player to score 2 goals in a playoff game for the Oilers. Like this guy back on July 1st when, and I'll include myself in that. Why are we signing this guy again for $1 million?
Yeah.
Like, let's use that money on younger guys.
Yeah.
He has been more than I ever thought he could bring to this team. He's been great in the playoffs.
Look at someone said this, like, where would the Oilers be without him? Like, he's done a lot.
It is crazy.
Not only in the regular season, but it's extended into the playoffs. Like, this guy is just.
Has he been the most consistent Oiler of the playoffs?
You could argue of the year.
Yeah. Like, it's rare outside of the game one when he slid by Mark Stone when he scored the second.
But he scored. Right,
no, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, Corey Perry, I don't think I've ever once complained about his game. Once this whole year. And I complain a lot.
No, you don't. You don't. Because he has that sandpaper too, right?
It's crazy how good he's been.
They're going to be a lot better tonight. I mean, are you telling me that these guys, after watching all that video yesterday, aren't completely motivated? If they,
well, I hope they watch highlights, lowlights.
Well, we don't want to destroy them. But I think you're going to see a completely different team tonight after looking, and because sometimes when you're playing, you think you're fine. I'm doing good or whatever, and then you get into the video room and you're like, oh my God, was that awful?
Yeah.
Right? And you can see. Like goaltenders, for sure. Like I thought, man, I look good. I'm feeling good. And then you watch and you go, geez, I could have played that way better. So
it's crazy what Corey Perry's brought to this team. Like, I'll be honest, I think he can do this next year.
Someone's going to sign him.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Crazy. Probably Ken Holland in LA.
Oh.
But wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Check out this also. You know why it's good juju for today? The Oilers have won all 7 of their game 4 since 2023.
But it's a Monday.
Yeah, who brought that up?
Some jerk.
What did he say? 0-5 on Mondays this regular season? And they lost game 1 on a Monday?
Yeah. That's
well,
terrible.
see, it can go either way. If you're Mr. Negativity, you're going to go that way, right? If you're more positive, you're going to be like, well, they don't lose game 4s.
And no one watched those prime games anyway.
I did. I had to, but that's pretty impressive, though. So pretty much all game 4s. I've won all 7 game 4s since 2023. Okay, makes sense. Sorry, I was doing math, and when I start doing
lost in the numbers, that's okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, guys.
Who has to have a big game tonight? Who's got the bounce back?
Draisaitl.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
Draisaitl.
Do you think he goes ham?
Ham?
Like, he's got to be mad at himself.
He might go like a Tuscan ham.
Tuscan ham.
Yeah,
What's a Tuscan ham?
You get it at the Italian shop.
Really?
Good, man. Yeah.
From Tuscany?
Yeah. Might go, what kind of ham will he go? Mortadella?
Mortadella. That's good ham.
I think he's going to be good. The thing about Leon, he knows it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's like, yeah, I was complete crap. I'm going to show all these naysayers talking smack about me. That Dustin Nielsen.
Yeah.
That Dustin Nielsen. We say hello to the WSTers, the Hustlerites, the Winnipeggers. How you doing out there? How you feeling after that game? Should that goal counted last night? The kicking.
What are you doing?
Imagine if that was on the Oilers. Holy, we'd do a
going
whole
nuts.
hour on that.
But I thought I saw Hellebuck hit it twice and knock it into the net. Or maybe it hit one of their players, hit Hellebuck, and then didn't it go off his paddle and go in?
Yeah. But I guess according to the rules, that should be a no goal.
Really?
I got to look for the explanation, but yeah, I know Winnipeg fans were not happy. We're not. And listen, they're down 2-1, but that's I still think that series is going 7. I don't know who's going to win it because both teams are really, really good.
Well, yeah. Winnipeg's got to win this next one.
Oh, for sure.
Gosh, Rantanen looks good.
He might win the Conn Smythe with not even getting to the finals.
It's
Can you imagine a player wins the Conn Smythe? He's not even in.
That's never happened though.
No, I don't think it can happen. But he's been that good, man.
If a guy scored like 30 goals, I think he would.
Yeah, he's not even.
Yeah,
he's been fantastic. He's the best player in the playoffs right now.
Aside from Calvin Pickard, yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Why would you go there?
He's next series, right? But you probably Stu's going to figure stuff out here. He's going to get rolling like a big freight train, and that's going to be it, right? No, nothing.
Well, I said it earlier to you guys. If the Oilers play better, 12 guys play better up front, 6 guys play good on defense, Stuart Skinner plays better, you win the special teams, you win the faceoffs, you don't turn the puck over more than the other team, I think they're going to win.
They got to play at a high pace, man. They got to pick up the pace. Oh, yes, they pick up the pace. Take a look at the crowd. Take a look at my face.
Lucas says, it's been a long, frustrating 24 hours arguing that goal. Well, I'm telling you, I tuned into the Illegal Curve postgame show, and Drew Mindell, the host, like he always brings everybody in. He didn't even bring anyone in. He went straight to a rant about that goal. Yeah. So I was like, "Ooh, this is going to be spicy tonight." I love tuning into that postgame show. They do an excellent job out there in Winnipeg. Huss was there too. Maybe he should have stayed home. Maybe he brought him bad luck. Huss.
Oh,
he was in the building last night.
He went. Yeah. He got. I think he had too many drinks after the big series win and bought tickets on a whim.
He did. Why would you go to Dallas, Texas, when it's 33 degrees in Winnipeg? It's unreal.
Yeah, that's a bad move, Huss.
Here it's like raining, 10 degrees. Awful day here. I wish I was in Winnipeg. I love hot weather, brother.
I know. Kind of losing your tan, too.
I am.
You might have to.
I got to get out there and
might have to get you some bronzer.
Some bronze.
I got lots of it.
Oh, I think I'm good. Hey, 327 watching. I mean, we should hit 200 at this rate.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't anyone want to hear the soothing sounds of Hernan Salas sing La Bamba anymore?
No, we didn't. They lost.
I know. Hey, hold on. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's okay. I'm saying if they win, all right. Like
the series.
I think you should. I think they need something here.
I want to find out. I have a buddy who plays the bomb on the guitar, but he's working and I think he's busy. Does anyone play the guitar that can come in for the next La Bamba and we can go live?
I can play guitar.
Can you?
No. But we could fake it.
If you know how to play the guitar in La Bamba, hit us up. Let me know. Hernan at EdmontonSports.com. Of course, we're going to have to, there's going to have to be, we're going to have to hear it first.
Okay. But I think if the Oilers win the next one, you should sing it.
No, we said the series, man.
I don't care.
We said the first win of the series and then the series win.
I really think that the Oilers heard that and go, we don't get to hear it unless we win the series, and you gotta simplify it a little bit.
Well, if they win tonight, it's
give the people what they want.
I don't know, man. Whoa, did Hernan shave because the Oilers lost? No.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, yeah, you did a couple things that are pretty bad.
Hey, Gene cut his hair and they won 2 games.
Yeah, you cut your hair and brought out a broom and they lost.
It was only 1 game.
People like to blame something else, though. That's so they can focus on you instead of Stu Skinner's. You got broad shoulders.
Didn't Dusty say on the morning show next thing he's buying for the boys is a tanning bed for the office?
I thought it was a printing machine. Are we getting a 3D printer? No.
Hernan shaves so he can get a better drag on a dart so the smell doesn't linger on his beard.
That's why he has the beard in the first place.
So Hernan needs to sing after each game. No, because we said it's going to get old, right? Like,
I don't know. Because really, you'd only sing it 10 more times. If you look at it that way.
Ooh.
Right?
So you're saying the Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup? That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying that the maximum that you would have to sing it is 10 times. That's not that much.
Hernan, Gage, and Zach need to do a whole La Bamba production if they win the series. Who agrees?
Like a whole music video?
Like,
I could do that.
Yeah, we need some instruments live in studio.
Can I have the maracas?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Just go thrift for some. Just don't pay $800 for maracas.
Hey, they might be signed
by Carlos Santana.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't that be great if we get Carlos Santana in here?
Oh, boy.
Do you have his number?
Nope.
No.
Does anyone know how to play the bomb on the guitar?
You want to know why they didn't?
Your
win
services are needed.
Los Lobos didn't stop by, and they were here in the city.
Oh.
No, Los Lobos are here on the 15th.
Oh, wait, they are. Oh, okay. My apologies. They haven't stopped by yet.
The Afternoon Inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Los Lobos May 15th. How about that, La Bamba? They might sing at the Oiler game, man. Can you imagine they're there?
Oh, my gosh.
Holy smokes.
Hey, did you see what Max Verstappen did this weekend?
No.
He went into I don't know what they're called, the funny cars or whatever, for an endurance race, and he used a different name so they wouldn't know he was in there.
Yeah.
And it was at the Nuremberg Ring. Like, that's one of the most dangerous tracks on the planet.
Wow.
And he set like the fastest lap.
Of course. Is he better than Alex Pillow?
Probably, yes.
I don't know. Los Lobos, May 15th for tickets, rivercreeresort.com, or hit up the River Cree box office, that is. All right. Up next, we'll continue some Chell talk. We'll talk some Elks as well, and whatever you guys want to talk about on this show, as it's game day. Reminder, Reed Wilkins coming up with Jay Milne 3 to 6. Then it's the pregame show for Oilers Kings live from the Ice House with Tom Gazzola at 6 o'clock. He'll take you right up till 7:30. Then it's the game. Then it's the postgame show. Fun times. EST's got you covered. Front to back. Every day. All day. We're back after the break. Here's Scoop.
According to EST's very own Tom Gazzola, Calvin Pickard of the Oilers is expected to miss the remainder of the second round against the Golden Knights. And Stuart Skinner gets a call for Edmonton tonight. The Oilers leading 2-1 in the series, with the team expected to make some lineup changes ahead of the game tonight. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show as Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas preview the action live from the Canadian Ice House. You can tune in right here on EST at 6 Coverage starting then. And just one other game on tap. Washington hosts Carolina with the Canes looking to go up 3-1 in the series. International play has 2 games live right now. Czechia up 5-2 on Denmark in the third period, with Sweden holding Finland 2-0 with just about 12 minutes left to go in the game. Basketball has 2 game 4s. Boston and New York tip off at 5:30 with the Celtics having a chance to tie the series at 2. Then it's the Warriors and Timberwolves hitting the court with Minnesota leading 2-1. In baseball, the Brewers and Guardians open the night before the D-backs play the Giants, and Pittsburgh visits New York to challenge the Mets. Toronto and Tampa Bay open a 3-game series starting tomorrow. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Whether you're up for a casual round or a serious game, they've got membership and flex passes to fit your style. Visit Gimme Virtual Golf today and discover just how fun indoor golf can be. EST Afternoons rolls on once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Time out, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends, where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.228, welcome back to EST Afternoons. Joaquin Gage, Hernan, Salas and Gage. We're just ahead of Royce Metchie from the Edmonton Elks. Looking forward to that conversation. It's going to be fun. Day 2 of camp down at Commonwealth Stadium. I was down there yesterday, Joaquin. Beautiful day. It's good vibes down there, man. The team looks... Listen, it's day 1, but they got a lot of quality ball players, including our guests coming up in about 10 minutes or so. It was great to see some of the boys. If you're wondering, the first groups... they look pretty damn good. Linebacking core, Nick Anderson came up to me. What's up, dog? I was like, we're so glad you're back.
No doubt.
Yeah. He was all sweaty and he gave me a hug. So it's kind of gross, but yeah, it was all good. Nick Anderson with Niles Morgan and Cordell Jackson, who played a little bit of safety and corner and halfback last year. He's playing at the Sam position where Moncrief was. If we're looking at the secondary, Royce Metchie was at free safety. Then you had Tyrell Ford, Kobe Williams, Marcus Lewis and Devondrick Bynum. And then up front on the D-line, the 4 guys in Group 1 were Barlow, Brinkman, Jake Serezna, and Robbie Smith. Offensively, obviously, Trey Ford is the main guy. Fajardo right behind him. Leak, Rankin, 1-2. Your receiving core, the 5 guys with the first group were Gittins Jr., Hollins, Julian Grant, Stephen Dunbar, and Arkell Smith. And then good old offensive linemen from left to right. It was Ivy, Cordy, Beard, McKellar, and Boyko. So a lot of quality players Hervey brought in. Now, that doesn't automatically mean it's going to go great and all that. The team's got to come together. But the new coaching staff looked organized, looked great out there, efficient. Only a 2-hour first day practice, which was a little different than when Jones was in charge there. So looking good. It was great to run into a lot of guys and look forward to being back there, Joaquin. It's such a, and you know what was awesome? Because the fans that go watch can sit in section B or whatever. It was packed, man.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people out there.
Sunday?
Yeah.
The weather was okay.
Yeah, it was great to see, man. It was
Until
great
the
to
evening.
see.
That was wet.
And again, we all want him to do well this season. It's been a tough 4 years. But like I said, they brought in quality players. Doesn't mean it always leads to success, but let's be positive and hope it does. Kind of like what Saskatchewan saw last year when they brought in a whole new coaching staff, brought in new players, and they started hot. They had a dip in between, and then they were really good towards the end and had a playoff game and all that. So that's what you can hope for the Edmonton Elks. So it's going to be...
Yeah, we're getting close to... Yeah, Dusty's goes away for the weekends.
Yeah. See a lot more of Will Fraser.
Yeah. It's like having an absent father.
Yeah. We do miss him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching TV one night, and I was just kind of like, oh, no. I was going through Netflix, and so NASCAR does like a Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it.
Okay.
And I'm only 2 episodes in, but I'm hooked, man.
Really?
Okay, but I'm hooked on the show. I don't know if I'm hooked on the racing yet. But man, those guys make a lot of money. You should see their houses. But a lot of them are a-holes. Like, and they say it. They're like, yeah, I don't care. I'm out here for myself. Like, and they scrap after races. It's crazy. They have like a playoffs in NASCAR where the top 12 points they go into a playoff, and then the bottom 4, so 16 teams make the playoffs, and then like every race after that, the bottom 4 are out. Like it's a pretty cool system. I didn't know Michael Jordan owned the.
Oh, you didn't?
team.
Yeah. I was just gonna say what Michael Jordan's team because he's always there.
He owns it with Denny Hamlin. I think they're co-owners.
Okay,
but Denny Hamlin rides for another team.
Really?
Yes. So Bubba Wallace is on Jordan's team.
Yeah.
Because in season 1, Bubba Wallace was up for the 16th spot in the playoffs.
Oh.
So Denny Hamlin, they were asking him, they're like, do you want your team to grab that? Do you want the team you drive for to grab it or the team you own? He goes, well, I already told the team I drive for, I want my team that I own to get that spot.
Oh, no way.
So I'll help the other team instead of my team.
Really?
Yeah, man. So it's interesting. I don't know if I can get into just because it's just oval, right? Like
yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but and then there's this one racer, Joaquin, who learned how to race on a simulator.
Well, there's that need for speed. Yeah.
Like when he was a kid, he's like, I'd come do my homework, and that's how he learned, man.
Yeah.
Like legit. And then he started obviously racing. Like he started getting into like real racing, and then he's a guy that came off a simulator, man.
Well, there's that movie about it too. But then like Max Verstappen talks about it. Like he goes and races for Red Bull virtual racing or whatever all the time, and he says, like, these guys, they do everything the same as I do. They like from the setup to the car to everything. He says the only difference between the knowledge of these guys and how it's the G forces. Obviously, they don't experience that, right, or the motion of the car. But everything else is so close.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's an entertaining series. Like I'm learning. I didn't know much about NASCAR. Like how the points work, what they race for, the teammates. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Danny Hamlin's, like he said it. He's like, yeah, I like I don't care if people like me.
Oh,
Joey
man.
Logano's the same way. He goes, I don't care if I have any friends. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to win.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're just like but then when they're getting interviewed, they're really nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't think I have time to add another sport to my life, but I'm enjoying the series, though. It's pretty entertaining.
Okay, maybe when things calm down, maybe I'll give it a whirl and we can talk about it.
It's really, really good.
It's tough to add another sport, man.
No, it is. And I think they raced yesterday, too. The Indy race on Saturday was just awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Hersey says, afternoon, fellas. I watched the Elks draft day thing on YouTube, and it got me into watching the Elks as you've been a very casual fan, but now I'm invested in the team. Question for you guys, but who are some guys to watch out for this year we may not know about? Oh, good question. Defensively, well, Tyrell Ford's an absolute beast. He had 8 interceptions. I think he was tied for the league lead. He's fantastic. Nick Anderson, his second year, he's coming off Rookie of the Year. He's a fantastic linebacker.
I keep eyes on him. Let's see if he can, hopefully he can repeat what he did, but if he can actually be better.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then on the receiving core, Alex Hollins, I think, is going to be their big play guy. He came from the BC Lions. Great guy. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago down when we were at the Terwilliger Rec Center. He was a great guy. I saw him yesterday. I'm like, I'm the guy I asked you about Bellini. He's like, let's go for some now. He's really good. I mean, Dunbar Gittins, they're possession guys, but they're really good as well. Julian Grant's a guy that came over from Montreal. We can keep eyes on. Zach Mathis is a guy, but he was with the second group. But he's probably going to get some reps here. Like this guy's like 6'6". Played the last couple of games for the Elks, scored a beauty touchdown on a long bomb from Trey Ford. So those guys, and of course, Justin Rankin, who came on the scene halfway through the season, was an absolute beast in the backfield with Javon Leake. So there's a lot of quality players. And I mean, obviously, Hersey, you know Trey Ford, but Trey Ford's the number one guy here. It's going to be great to see what he can do with the confidence that the coaching staff has in him, Gager, and giving him a chance to make mistakes out there and return and help himself out. Because here in Edmonton, it was you made a mistake and you're out. Now it's like, no, like mistakes happen in a game. Colaros makes them. All the best quarterbacks make.
Any surprising things coming out of rookie camp?
Not yet. I know Jay had the name. I can't think of it. A DB who I think he has the 4th fastest time ever in the 40 for the NFL.
Really?
Yeah. Like he's just he's a DB.
Yeah.
So he might push. I haven't heard of many yet, but that's why when they start cutting down more players, I think they have to be at 75 players by tomorrow at midnight. So the list gets shorter, and then the preseason will show us a lot as well. But right now, I can't really say I saw noticed any rookies that really stood out, but I'm sure there is. Hydro. Hey, I said I'm watching the Netflix series. I'm not into NASCAR yet, so it's gonna be fun. Okay, we're gonna get out here because we're gonna bring in Royce Metchie and then finish it up with some Oilers talk. We'll update you on everything that happened down there, some possible line changes and all that fun stuff. We're 11 away from 150. Let's try to get there before the end of the hour as Reed Wilkins, J-Man will take over 1:30 from 3 to 6, and then of course right into the pregame show live from the Ice House with Tom Gazzola at 6 o'clock. The River Cree, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Tap 25 restaurant, $18.99 prime rib special, just $18.99. Available 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's the River Cree Resort and Casino. We're back with Royce Metchie here on EST Afternoons. Here's Scoop Sports Update.
The Oilers are back in action tonight as they host the Golden Knights in Game 4. Edmonton up 2-1 in the series. Stuart Skinner gets a start for the second straight game as Calvin Pickard is out for the remainder of the series, according to EST's very own Tom Gazzola. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live on location at the Canadian Ice Houses. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas tee up the action right here on EST. You can tune in at 6 o'clock. And the only other game has the Capitals and Hurricanes dropping the puck in Game 4. Carolina leading that series 2-1. And at the World Hockey championships. 2 games are live right now. Sweden is up 2-1 nearing the end of the third against Finland, while Denmark trails Czechia 5-2 with about 5 minutes left in the game. And in basketball, the Knicks and Celtics go toe-to-toe in Game 4. Boston trailing 2-1 in the series before Minnesota hits the court in Golden State. The T-Wolves looking to make it 3-1 take a 3-1 series lead. The MLB has tons of action. The Pirates meet the Mets. The Royals and Astros duke it out, while the Nationals have a date with the Braves, and the Jays get back in action tomorrow against the Rays. Royce Metchie, Edmonton Elks defensive back, joins us next here on EST Afternoons. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
So the Leafs signed Tavares. I wrote, geez, how many first overall picks do you need? Boy, the people who didn't think that were funny, let me know about it. Yeah, well, you cover the Oilers. How many are on your team? Okay, everybody, that's the joke.
If you could do it all over again, would you put a wink emoji?
No, I'd put a middle finger emoji.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games. Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you've got to do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games. PlayMoreGames.ca.
.242. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. It's Oilers game day. It's game 4, up 2-1 in the series. Stuart Skinner gets a start. Looks like Kapanen will be in for Arvidsson and Stetcher for Emerson. Coach would not confirm, but he did say there would be some changes ahead of today's game. So those are the anticipated lineup changes for the Oilers. So we'll see probably around 7 o'clock when they hit the ice for warm-ups. The other pro team here is off and running with training camp. Day 1 was yesterday, day 2 today, and we're joined by one of the newest members of the Edmonton Elks, CFL veteran, Royce Metchie. Royce, how you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you very much. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. I was down there at training camp yesterday. Everything looked fluid. Some good vibes down there. Royce, how's the first 2 days of camp been for you?
Honestly, it's been awesome. It's been real smooth. I'm kind of familiar with some of the guys here. Like, I played against a lot of guys over the years, but also even like some of the coaches too. So it's been real smooth getting to, like, finally, see everyone face to face. We've been doing Zoom meetings and everything.
Yeah.
We've been having like all our meetings, but now to just finally be on the field again, like at the end of every off season, everyone just starts to itch to kind of get back. So it's nice to be back out and running again.
Royce, what's as for your position, what do you want to try to get accomplished in camp and getting customized to the new system, new teammates? What are the biggest things over the next few weeks that you want to accomplish?
Personally, I'd love to try to, get our communication going. It's usually tough with like a new group of players. Even like with the young guys, it's just like getting that communication aspect going, like getting comfortable, hearing each other's voices, understanding how we all see different things. Because like on defense, a lot of it is like, yeah, we have our plays, but it's like every defense, it's a little bit reactive, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of just going off what the offense gives us. So it's like just being able to clean up, like communicating, so now by the time the season starts, okay, I know how my boundary half sees certain looks. I know how my field half sees certain looks. I understand, like, what my backers are looking at on certain downs and distances. And, I think if we can accomplish that, then going into the season will be pretty smooth.
Royce, yeah, you kind of mentioned it already, but coming to a new team, but you have a lot of former teammates. It's been a kind of a double blue invasion here in Edmonton with Jake and Robbie Smith and just a whole whack others. How easy does that make the transition for you to come into a new city?
So much easier. It's like, okay, like I got to make some more new friends, but at least I got a couple where, especially like on the same side of the ball, where it's like, okay, I know how these guys play. I got guys who can, kind of help me out. Like Jake's been here before, so it's definitely been very helpful.
Royce, I won't lie. Like we're starting to look at this lineup, and we're feeling pretty giddy in here, thinking about how this season's going to go. Are you kind of looking at the same thing and going, hey, there could be a chance to do something here?
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? You're absolutely right. You should be feeling giddy, as everyone should be. I think that, honestly, I think that this year is going to be something completely different. I think this is going to be a great year for us, in the green and gold. So I'm glad that you're actually excited. That makes me happy.
And Royce, because you've been in the league, you're 3 years in Calgary and then your last 3 years in Toronto, and you've kind of seen the struggles of the Edmonton Elks the last 4 seasons, and no playoffs, long losing streaks, the home losing streak. Like, what do you want to bring and kind of tell to the Edmonton fans? Because here they're kind of starving for some success and to see this team get back in the playoffs.
I think so I keep it short. Like I think we and I would love to bring the energy back, like just bring like that consistency, for like a long time, like when people thought of like the Edmonton Elks like / Eskimos, it was an organization that was feared.
Yeah.
It was one that was like back in the day, it was like one of the toughest places to play at, right?
Yeah.
And it's like we want to bring that kind of football back, one day it's exciting where everyone wants to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Like where it's going to be like a good game, good atmosphere, and we want to be consistent in what we do too, right?
Yeah.
We want to be consistent on the field and off the field. We want to kind of just like, I guess, reignite that spark, especially with the community. I feel like, especially for, like you said, the last couple of years and looking from the outside in, it kind of looked like that spark was just kind of dwindling away, and we want to kind of reignite that again because we know, like, and I'll be honest, I've been here not long, like a few days, but it's been such a warm welcome to the city, like in terms of everyone that I've met, and there's love and passion for like the teams here. And so we want to kind of do right by everyone else also.
Hey, Royce, also, I saw that you did a trip to Kenya in the offseason. What was that experience like? It was for the CFL's World Vision Ambassador Program. What did you take away from that trip, and how was it?
Oh, the trip was totally awesome. It was one of the best trips I've taken in my life, honestly. And one of the biggest things that I could definitely say I took away from it is a brand new perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to explain. And sometimes like we see it and we kind of take it for granted, but it's just little things that we have every day we take for granted. And it was just a great perspective because like a lot of these guys, they don't know, they don't have access to a lot of things that we do. Like, for example, water. One of the villages we had visited was, I don't know, it was such a special moment because we were fortunate enough to be there at the moment in which they kind of opened up one of like the wells they had dug.
Wow.
And they were saying how this is the first time, and we're in 2025 now, this is the first time ever that they have access to clean water, like right there in their, in their village, in their neighborhood. Usually like, and we were able to kind of accompany them. We took like some of the walks with them to go fetch water. And I got to tell you, like the hurdles in which people are facing around the world, I don't know, it's a little tougher than, than we can imagine sometimes. So I'd say it definitely gave me a great perspective on life and being appreciative of things we do have and understanding that in this life that we all live together, you know, like we got to look out for our neighbors as much as we can, you know, be mindful of one another, help one another.
No, that's wonderful, Royce. Great to hear. And I know I've met a few players that have done the trips in past seasons, and they've kind of shared your sentiment that it's really eye opening, and you know sometimes we take a lot of stuff for granted here, right? So it's yeah, a great message, great words, Royce. Now I got to get to. So our boss here is Dustin Nielsen. He calls games for CFL. You've probably met him a few times. He's the big guy, about 6'5". We were talking about your last name because we're like, is it Royce Metchie or Metchie? And he mentioned that he was told it was Metchie starting last season. Can you kind of fill us in? Are we saying it correctly?
Yeah, you know what? I do gotta apologize because it has been on me. Like once I got in the league, I never really correct anyone. But it's not Metchie. It reads that way, but it's actually Metchie. It's a Nigerian name, and both E's are kind of deep. So it's it's deep, and then from the TCHIE part, that part is kind of just all said together. You know?
Okay. See, can you say it again, Royce?
Metchie.
Okay. We got it now.
Yeah. Deep E's. Yeah.
That's awesome. And one last one for you, Royce. It's great to meet you. A great interview. And I know you're a great player as well. What does Royce like to do when he's away from the game of football?
Oh, Royce loves to do it all. No, honestly, I love to eat. I like to try new things. I love to spend time with people. Like I love to get to know people, you know, like in any way, like, you know, whether it's like getting to know kids, getting to know people in community, getting to know teammates and stuff. I'd say I'm what I like to think of as a social butterfly. You know?
Look at that. Yeah, that's great. That's
yeah.
What's your go-to food, Royce? Because we have a lot of good food spots here in Edmonton.
Anything and everything. So if you guys know recommendations, shoot them all my way. No, I'm being like, shoot them all my way.
So you're
not, I'm new to the city. Yeah. I'm going to be, try to become a full-time Albertan. So go ahead and shoot me everything.
Well, that's good.
So I can go try them all.
It's great to hear that you're not picky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Royce Metchie, thank you so much. This has been a great interview. I look forward to meeting you in person, and best of luck through camp. And then we'll see you once the regular season rolls around.
Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
All right. Royce
Metchie.
Dusty's like, damn it, I was still saying it wrong.
That's good. Everyone's saying hangout
candidate.
Guest? Oh yeah.
I'll say this: I had heard he was good interview, and he just said he's a social butterfly.
Yeah. So, we should have told him that everyone has great games after they come on our show. So,
he's a great player, Grey Cup champ. He's fantastic.
3-time Grey Cup champ. Is that right?
2022. Who does Metchie blame for the fourth goal?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he just sounds like a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
Who's just really good at football.
3-time Grey Cup champion.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's awesome. What a pickup.
Huge pickup.
Him, Tyrell Ford. You got Kobe Williams.
Yeah.
Marcus Lewis, who had a long chat with yesterday. He's healthy. He's looking slim. He's looking really good. Devondrick Bynum. Yeah, it's exciting. I like how he said, you guys should be excited.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to get him on the hangout maybe when they have a bye week. I think he'd be great.
Oh, he'd be awesome.
I am going to give him some food recommendations.
Yeah, we should get a list together for him.
I'm doing it right now, boys.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Coop.
Send it my way. No, I'm kidding.
Send it my way.
I need some recommendations too. There's a lot of good food spots here in the city, though, especially like, being a food. I mean, you could go down Wide Ave or whatever, stuff like that. Like you were even talking about your pho spot or your pho spot.
They close on Mondays.
Yeah, that's
weird.
You always go, sucks.
I guess I'll have to crush a burg.
I had a good burger yesterday.
Where'd you go?
Varsity.
Oh, okay.
Never you know where that is?
No.
It's just where Overtime used to be? Just off the White Mud.
Oh yeah, where the theater and stuff used to be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Where that old Red Robin used to be.
Yeah.
It's called Varsity. It's It's kind of the same. They got kind of the same menu, but I had the blue cheeseburger. Oh my God, it was good.
I love blue cheese.
There was so much blue cheese in there. Like, you know how you get a blue cheeseburger and it's kind of like you might have a bite here, bite there. No, every bite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bone says, new Royce fan, great interview.
Awesome, dude.
It was great, man. Yeah, every Elk that's come on our show has had a great next game.
I know.
Zach Mathis, Nick Anderson, Slick Nick. Bodes well for Royce, friend of the show now. Alex Hollins, another friend of the show.
Right.
Yeah. All right. We got to get out of here. You got a prediction for tonight?
I think we're going to see a very... I said this last time, though. I really don't know.
Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Just like Kendrick Perkins on SNL.
Nobody knows. Yeah, I just hope that it is a fantastic, exciting game both ways with a couple lead changes.
And we asked it earlier, like, what do you want the Oilers, how to start? Because every time they start well, they ended up blowing it. And I almost want them to be down 2 goals in the first period.
So down 2 after the first minute and then just take it over from there.
Take it over. That's the Oiler way, man. That's the Oiler way. It's going to be a fun one. Reminder, Reed Wilkins coming up from 3 to 6 with Jay Milne, GCL Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola live from the Ice House, 6 to 7:30. And then, of course, we'll be back later tonight with the post-game show. For Coop, for Joaquin, I'm Hernan Salas saying enjoy the game tonight. Behave yourself if you're going to a watch party. Join us. We got you locked. All Oilers here up until probably midnight. Have a good day. Enjoy the game.
Do it in regulation, boys.
Ciao.